It's the one thing I'm good at. There's so few ads that people remember positively. I suppose the ad that's helped me the most is for Blackcurrant Tango, because it was just so big and obvious and created a lot of fame and won lots of awards when it came out.
The fizzy drink ad sees a tango spokesman respond to a disgruntled French exchange student by striding through the office, stripping down to his suit to purple shorts, stomping with a mob to a boxing ring on the white cliffs of Dover, challenging France and the world to a fight, whilst 3 RAF Harrier jump jets swoop by. It was mad, mid-90s brilliance. Work can be so central, dangerously central, to a man's identity and well-being. I know when things are going well, you can feel $1 million. When it's not, merely getting out of bed can seem Herculean. Chas had put his chips all in on work.
Oh, it's huge. Absolutely huge. You become so dependent on it. Yeah, you get a feeling of self-worth. You feel that you're needed and that the stuff you do has value, and you're contributing very much to the family kitty, particularly if you're in a well-paid job. I remember getting an extension. We were given a pay rise, which was fabulous, and that felt a real endorsement.
Then in 2016, Me Too lands, shining a glaring spotlight on more men holding senior positions.
And I think that was a proper sucker punch for a lot of agencies. I just don't think they realised. It was almost like, oh my goodness, we're the bad guys. And I think there was probably HR departments trying to work out what the heck they do. What do we do about this? How do we change this? And I think that's where problems started for a lot of people.
There was this drive to bring more diversity and more women into the workplace. And you look around the office, did it feel very white and male?
No, not at all. It felt, it's always felt an equal mix. The only time I ever see it is at the C-suite level, where it was generally, most of the agencies I work for have had more men than women at the top.
Advertising is a sector that empirically gorges on trends, where relevance is the religion. So Chas thought nothing of it when a presentation was announced about the company's direction.
So a gay female creative director at the agency stood on a public stage with our South American executive creative director and gave a talk, which was reported and printed, not in full, but by a journalist online. And the thrust of the talk was that JWT had a reputation for being white, straight, British, middle class, and they wanted to obliterate it. And we queried that with HR. We said, it's hard to get rid of the reputation without getting rid of the people. Should we be worried? And there were 5 of us who sent that email to HR, and it was a company of 400 people. And within 2 weeks, all 5 of us, just the 5 of us, were made redundant.
That was the brutal end of his job, the hunter-gathering self-worth wrapped up with it all, through nothing he'd done.
Devastated, embarrassed. I think my first thought was ashamed. I assumed, because I didn't know about the others, I assumed that I was bad at my job. I'd suddenly become bad at my job, that I was not needed.